look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach Aranda talked to me before the game. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense will take the field first. And now we see Dawson Pendergrass. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Finds his man on the left. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the
breaks free, and he might be gone. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look...
Maybe some room here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy...
Snagged it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Joseph Williams, he's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Buffaloes right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Lewis to throw. Floats it out in space. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the running back.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to run for it. Across the 15. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Going to the run, it's Young. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 85 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gets the back moving. Flag wave. That's caught. It's Miller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Now they'll run it to the right here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bears send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got the quick completion. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Looking for space. It's Young. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. He might want another play. On the gun on third down, Lewis. The throw. Fakes to grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Here they come facing third and long from the 20. On the gun on third down, Lewis. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's Lagway to pass. It's complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago? They go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway because you said it, David. He was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got it in stride at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bears will try to punch it in on first and goal. Lagway wants to throw. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown. But you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Could not make his way to the corner. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Throwing, Lagway. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. Into the house.
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Now on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. Escapes the pressure going right. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it way down the field. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Louisville taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's Louisville looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Buffalo's head coach at the half. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a second and long. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Pulls and fires complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them to offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
They go play action with Lagway. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Makes a connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bear!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Might be calling a hot route. On the ground, it's Welch. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The sure hands, it's Moore. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Swings it out to the flat. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis. Complete. Makes a man miss. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The option look. He'll pitch it. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance.
Finding some room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Bears want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And now on second down for this offense. Flag wave. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Miller. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to make the tackle.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of it.
Has it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. The Bears have the answer. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Running into the open space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Slithers into space, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. He'll take it himself. Could be an alley. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got
makes the catch and he's free.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just threw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Calls his own number. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback keeper shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Baylor Bears called their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that.
Touchdown, Colorado! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Buffaloes lead back on top.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, Dave. It's just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Gotta find a completion on this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.